how to have the most authentic, genuine, radiating smile that attracts people into your life. Because I was the guy who had the most cringe smile. I was not comfortable at all with my smile. I would never show my smile. I didn't know how to utilize a smile. And that is actually an important skill set. It is not just you have nice teeth, so you have a nice smile. You need to know how to bring out the smile properly. That could be in photos, that could be in the middle of a conversation while you're talking. You could actually start to create emotion while you're telling like a story, or when there's a funny part in the conversation, you actually laugh, or when you have to say a little bit more of a soft or flirty or some type of playful emotion needs to be delivered in the conversation. All of these different situations call for the proper use of a smile. And if you're not confident with your smile, but more importantly, if you just don't know how to do it, then obviously you're not gonna do it. You're gonna be unconfident with it. And you're gonna be like how I used to be, which was the shy, scared dude who wouldn't smile. And I would avoid pictures, and I didn't know how to use these tools in conversation, because this is how you create attraction with women. This is how you look attractive in photos. This is how you come off genuine and authentic and create humor in certain conversations. Like you laughing and being able to smile and do it properly sparks emotion within other people. So it's arguably one of the most important skill sets that I could attribute to developing high levels of charisma, social confidence, attraction, making friends. All right. So the very first thing is understanding what you're doing wrong with it. Is you're probably trying to force the smile, like you're trying to force the smile itself. But what you don't realize is when you try to force the smile, you're really just doing this part of it. And when a real genuine smile, like if you actually made somebody laugh, it's not just here. The eyes are actually affected by them laughing too, because when you actually laugh, there's other muscles up here that get flexed, and people are very aware of micro expressions. Like we have, even though you might not be aware of what are the particular elements of someone's face that creates a genuine smile, when you see it in somebody else, you just feel it. It triggers the right response. Just like when you see a girl you're very attracted to, you don't really have a choice. You'll just feel the attraction. It will get triggered within you biologically. And when you see somebody that has a genuine, authentic smile and they're in a really good mood, you can just sense it. But it's because it's not forced. Now, I can actually force a smile in a lot of my interactions because I've gotten very comfortable with it. And that's the skill set I want to teach you guys, is that how can you come off more genuine, more authentic, and create that emotional spike within people? You vibe shock them with good emotional energy because you know how to utilize this instrument of your face. Okay, so it's not just this part of it right here, all right? And this is how I used to smile in pictures. I would just be focused on this area of my face. It's the mouth, right? Because if you're thinking about the smile, that's what we would think instinctually. But you need to start paying attention to when you laugh really hard. How does your face feel when you laugh really hard? If somebody actually makes you, if somebody makes you laugh, what does your face look like? You need to look at that in the mirror and get a feel for what muscles are being flexed. And you need to be able to, you got to be able to bring out that laughter within yourself, like on command. You got to be able to just pull that out. Like the way I did it, it's not going to be the most genuine, but most of you dudes, if I told you to give me like force yourself to laugh right now, it would sound so cringe. It would sound super fake. Your face wouldn't look genuine and authentic. And it's because you're not tapped into using the right muscles, because there's subtleties in the eyes. When I look at guys and I analyze their communication, a lot of the times I could tell that they're nervous and they're tense just by their eyes. Their eyes change. It's like they become this serious eye contact, right? But it's really just the muscles around the eyes that get tensed up, versus like when somebody's genuinely laughing, again, the eyes change. It's hard for me to talk and articulate it while displaying it, but there's different shapes to the eye, okay? And that's why, honestly, these micro expressions can make or break your flirtatious communication, your ability to properly tease a girl, your ability to make somebody laugh, your ability to, like, I know a lot of guys that study pickup, dating, cold approach, that kind of stuff, and they say the line but the vibe isn't there, and it's because they're really in their head making sure that they're trying to at least deliver the line right, but they're very tense because they don't know how to tap into the right energy. And so when I try to teach a guy, dude, you need to be teasing more, you need to break rapport more, but you're not going to be a dickhead, you're not going to be an asshole about it. You need to playfully disagree, playfully challenge the girl. You got to playfully disagree with her. You got to playfully push her away a little bit. All right, but there's a vibe behind that guys don't understand, and it's all in the subtleties and the micro expressions. All right, so when it comes to taking a picture, that's a slightly different skill set because you don't always want to be cheesing big as fuck when you're taking a photo. So, I mean, sometimes you might if it's a genuine photo, but other times, like, not all good photos are you just cheesing super big, right? You're not like, right? Like, that's not necessarily a good photo. All right, especially if you're trying to look more like attractive for a dating profile or for an Instagram photo. But I just want to bring more awareness to all of the different subtleties. And this is really just with smiling and teasing, and a little bit of flirtatious energy on certain deliveries can also have this kind of a vibe to it too. Not very sexual emotion. That's a little bit of a slightly different communication and emotional energy. So slightly different micro expressions. But when we're talking about playfulness and being genuine, which, by the way, if you can confidently smile and you have a nice smile and you have no problem like showing that off, or you're in a good mood and you display that, people will automatically, it's very disarming. It's very disarming to a lot of people, and it will draw them into you more. They won't even understand necessarily why. You ever meet somebody that just has like a good, genuine like vibe, you know, like he's a happy, genuine, authentic, good dude. I can just tell. And a lot of the times, it's not because I actually know the guy. It's because of the vibe he gives off. But it's a lot of that is attributed to his authentic, genuine micro expressions in his face. All right, so if you're not sure how you look when you're smiling, or when you're in the middle of a conversation, or if you're trying to communicate to somebody a certain emotion, you got to be able to utilize the smile while you're talking at times, or while they're talking. And you can kind of make micro expressions, or when there's a punchline in the story, or when you're delivering a flirtatious line, or when you're just trying to have fun with somebody, right? Like, you should be able to playfully just have fun with a girl if you're in an interaction, all right? And honestly, guys, I use these same tools and techniques when I'm interacting with men. That's not because I'm attracted to them. That's not because I'm trying to hit on them or anything like that. It's because being playful and teasing and having fun and laughing, that is attractive to almost every human being who's trying to socialize with people. We socialize with other people because we want to connect, we want to have fun. All right? So this is one of the most important skill sets that I don't really see talked about. Obviously, you've probably heard, yeah, you need to learn how to smile. Girls like guys with a nice smile, but you're probably just thinking about it like, I need to get my teeth straight. I need to whiten my teeth. And yes, you should correct your smile as well in terms of the appearance. But even if I didn't have really nice teeth, I still know how to utilize the smile. And that is a skill set in itself that you need to practice. So you need to look at yourself talking on camera consistently. When you're in an interaction, you got to hear yourself. You need to practice bringing out that vibe and that energy, tapping into that delivery when you're communicating. And I was never confident with it at all in my journey. At all. I couldn't even hold eye contact, right? So you got to put consistent attention into this thing. Over time, it won't feel so forced. All right, if you're just going up to a girl and you're starting to approach, I would actually recommend, don't try to force the smile. Before you even make eye contact with her, I would encourage you to try to make yourself laugh a little bit. I'm going up, she's over there. I'm gonna make myself chuckle a little bit. Because then as the laugh stops and the natural smile is still there after a deep laugh, I can then go in and I still have the remains of a smile, but it's a genuine smile because I was already forcing myself to laugh. So when you're going up and approaching, it's always a good idea to almost force yourself to laugh a little bit initially. And then after the laugh, and this is under your breath, you don't gotta do this out loud. This is like if you're in the street or you're going up to a girl at the bar or whatever, try this out the next time you do it. Let's force yourself to laugh a little bit underneath your breath and then make the approach. And you're gonna hit her with that genuine, authentic smile, bro, and they feel that shit. It's just magnetic, bro. All right, you can wow somebody the moment you open just from coming off. They feel that, they tap into that. All right, and you could use it in the middle of a conversation. You could do this in photos. You could do this to make other people laugh, to just have better emotions in your conversations. It will help you connect with more people. All right. If you want to get more social confidence, cultivate an abundant dating life, max out your self-development, and really just become top 1% of men on all levels, click the links down below. You can check out the brand new coaching programs that I got in place for 2025. Got a brand new community, but I also just opened up the one-on-one coaching for the high-end successful guys. So if you want to work with me directly as well, links are down below. That's all for this video, guys. Put a smile on, will you? See you next video. Peace out. Let's go.